Howdy guys, welcome back to Deal by Deal episode 40. And so this deal was in 2018 and it's a typical Tysco deal with a couple of twists to it. So the way I found this deal was driving through a neighborhood that I've done a lot of business in, and we actually saw a for sale by owner sign that was blown over in the yard. You couldn't even read it. Went and picked it up, could barely make out the phone number, been there for a while. This is actually in the yard next door to the one that we bought. And so when we called it, the situation was that the two properties were for sale together or separate, but the same owner. It was an elderly lady. She had lost her husband some time ago and had left the area living with her daughter in another area of the state. So I was speaking with the daughter about a deal, and we're able to put a deal together for both properties. We're able to buy these on owner finance. And the way that we structured it was that we were bringing a large down payment, but the large down payment was coming from a private investor. So I've got some other videos on private investing. If you're interested in investing into some of my deals or projects, let me know, give me a call, reach out, and I explain more how that works. But the down payment was used from a private investor that I know who brought in about $60,000 to purchase these two properties, and the remainder was financed, which was about $40,000 on the other one. Since there were two properties, we were able to give both parties, the original seller and the private investor, we were able to give them both a first position lien on one property each. The owner finance was a lower, more modest interest rate. It's pretty favorable, but not nothing. The private money investor got a little bit more interest for her investment. It was just a business transaction for her, and she got the collateral that was the better property also. But both of them were well collateralized there. Both of them were very safe for both parties. And that meant that we didn't have to bring any money to the table to purchase these deals, but we did bring some of our own money for the fixing up. So this deal number 40 was a smaller one. It was a single wide 2-bedroom mobile home on its own private lot here in Wasilla. We were able to get in there and fix it up. There's a lot of stuff we had to haul out of there. It had been abandoned by a tenant, and so there was all kinds of stuff in the property when we bought it. We were able to haul that away, replace a couple windows, flooring, paints, broken pipes. Nothing too expensive, just mostly cosmetic, though some functional. Really got the thing turned around and looking really nice. So this one, which was the smaller one, we had the $40,000 loan against. The other one was $60,000, so we bought the two of them for $100,000. Now they needed work, and this was a while ago, and we'll talk about the other one in episode 41. This was a single family, single wide, so it was $40,000 purchase price. We probably had about $5,000 in material. I'm just working off of memory here, for the flooring and windows and trim and paint, stuff like that. And then of course we had some labor into it also to get it all put together. And we ended up selling it, I think, for around $90,000, about twice what we had into it, not counting our labor and stuff. And we sold it on owner financing, and we usually charge 10% interest on a property like this, at least in 2018 when we were selling this. So not only did we make a nice spread on the product from buying it and fixing it up, but we're also making an interest rate spread, which is really important, and it's a big factor in these Tysco style deals. We're not just making a spread in purchase to sale price, we're making a good spread on the interest as well, which means the longer this goes, the more money we'll make. So we set up the payments on auto pay, and every month we cash flow. I think it's around $400 or $500 every month. It's been 6 years so far, and it just keeps paying like clockwork. So those original owners, they purchased it. After a couple years, they ended up reselling it. We approved the new buyers, got them in there. I think I even brokered it, so probably got a commission out of that. And so they were paying for several years and kind of fell off and got behind. And in order to remedy that, they ended up selling it as well. They had a realtor friend that they used to sell it, but when they did sell it, we got caught up on our, on what they owed us since they were behind. And we've got a new buyer in there that's paying like clockwork. So 6 years in, we've been making cash flow every single month, day in, day out. The money comes in, and we're still owed a pretty good chunk. We're still paying a little bit on what we owe on it, but that's getting chipped away pretty quick because of the lower interest rate and the lower total balance. So when we do get that paid off, then our cash flow will go up until the end user ends up paying this off. But the point of a Tysco deal, these are not a huge amount of work. Get an opportunity for somebody to own a home instead of renting it for less than rent. And we make good money on the flip like we normally would, but on any flip. But because we're willing to wait and collect these payments over the long run, over years and sometimes decades, depending on the size of the property, we end up making a lot of money in interest. And by staying involved in the property as a realtor, I'm more likely to be able to get brokerage commissions when they do sell the property. The average length of time that somebody owns a home is a lot less than the length of time that it takes to pay off a home. And so we end up, when we're Teisco on a deal, as a licensed realtor, we're able to continue to make commissions. And sometimes we end up buying the properties back like we will in episode 41 that we'll talk about next week. But it's just a really cool way to continually profit off of a property and still provide a good product and a good opportunity for somebody that's just starting out or in a different financial position. So anyways, if you want to learn more about that, or private money investing, or if you have anything to sell here in Alaska, get a hold of us. And thanks for watching. Have a great night.
If you guys have any real estate needs whatsoever, please reach out. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, share, follow, comment, and you can find me on any of these other places that you enjoy your content. So thanks very much. Really appreciate it.